Hello, my precious angels. Today is roughly 1.5 years on testosterone. Woohoo! That's amazing that my voice just did that without cracking, so take that, testosterone. I'm sorry that it's been so long since my last video, and I'm sorry that I'm so sleepy doing this one, so it probably won't make any sense, but I keep saying to myself that I'm going to make a update video soon, and I don't do it, and now I remembered that I really wanted to do it, so yes, here it is, it's happening. Yeah, 1.5 years, wow, how fast did that go? That's incredible. I can't believe that happened. It's almost like we've been, in a weird lockdown pandemic time warp or something. So here I am, and lots of nice things have happened since my last video, which I think was a few months ago. My adorable little baby stash is still coming in sick, as they say. It's doing its best to grow in there. I also have a very, very sparse little few brand new whiskers over here, which are very exciting, and just like the finest sort of, yeah, just a little bit more than kind of the down that I would have had on my face. Preteen, oh my god, what did I talk about? Pre-testosterone, pre-T, not preteen. I mean, I might have had downy hairs. I probably did have downy dark hairs on my face preteen as well, but weird. Not what I meant. So yes, the hairs that I would have had pre-T, those ones have become more coarse and a little bit darker, but I also have just like a couple of new hair follicles coming in, which makes me happy and is nice. So far my hairline has gone back a little bit, but is not terrible. So fingers crossed it won't be too hectic. It's just like over here, this before would have still stayed sort of full hair, and now this is kind of like this little area is, I'm getting a bit baldy McBalderson, but that's okay. I'm gonna keep going with it. I joke a lot that if I start going bald, I will just stop tea and get like hair plugs for men. Like the old Price is Right commercials where and they'd advertise plugs for men. I feel like that would be me because I am so vain about my hair and I refuse to give it up. What else? What else do I have to tell you? I have so many things. I now have hair starting to grow on my chest a bit more. It's not really like I notice it because it's like new to me, but it's not like hair, it's just sort of little fine hairs, but they're there, they're doing their thing. My legs are hairier. They're still not like verdant yet. I don't know if that's how you say that word, but there's more hair, it is darker, and it's a little bit coarser, and I like it. The only thing that is strange about the leg hair is that I always assume that there was a natural point where the hair just stops growing in length, but for me that doesn't really seem to be the case. So I have like excessively long leg hair. I don't know. I asked my therapist once if I was supposed to trim it because I figured like, she would know. I don't know why. I just haven't been around men very much in my life, so I was like, I don't know, you're married to a man, tell me, is this what they do? And she told me I did not need to trim my leg hairs, so I'm not going to. Muscle tone has been easier to develop in the past couple of months since I've been on a full dose of testogel, so 4 pumps per day, and I've been doing that for I think maybe 3 months, 2 or 3 months, 3 months, something like that. And since I started that heavier dose, I have noticed more fun things like it's easier to, if I work out, I see more fruits from my labors, and my eyebrows are starting to become quite lush and thick. I really hope they get even more lush and thick. I've always wanted kind of dramatic eyebrows. Yeah, my appetite has started to normalize now, which is great. So I'm not eating like a frat boy anymore. I had gained a bit of weight from eating like a frat boy, which is fine, but just was sort of not really helping with like my fitness goals. So I'm glad that that kind of excessive eating patch is over, and I'm eating a lot more clean and mostly vegan, but not completely vegan, and that feels great. What else? Yeah, nice things really. I don't have a lot. I've been pretty lucky, and things have just been going pretty smooth. So, I guess this is the episode where I talk about things that my therapist says a lot. Something nice that my therapist says sometimes to me is that she likes how I've gone through this process in a sort of slow and self-determined manner, and she likes to remind me that I keep doing things in the time that feels right to me, and that I take time to make each decision as I go through each stage. And it's really helpful that she reminds me of that, because sometimes I forget that I am trying to do things in a manner that, like, I'm trying to give little presents, little gifts to future me. So sometimes I think maybe future me will have an easier time if I, sort of put up with the short term, maybe a little bit of like not feeling great because I might be delaying something, but really I'm trying to do it in this like slow and steady manner so that future me will be happy because I didn't rush something, and then have to deal with like, I'm not gonna say regret, because then I don't want to get feedback about, do you have regret? Like, I don't have regret. I've never had regret around any of this stuff, but I don't want to second guess myself, or I don't want to have like too many unexpected sort of things that pop up that I could have researched myself, or that I could have talked to friends about first, or that I could have just waited to sort of see where my psyche landed on. So that seems to be the way that I'm doing things, and that's worked out really well for me personally. It's kind of nice that it's only really now at year 1.5 on testosterone that I'm starting to like kind of, it's pretty obvious now, I guess, to people that are meeting me that that I'm quite gender ambiguous, I guess, to them, and most of the time now, most of the time people default to he, especially if I have a mask on. When they hear my voice, it can go either way, and that feels nice. Yeah, I think I've slowly started to make my peace with losing my old singing voice. That was quite a big thing for me. I've had a really nice, cozy little mini sort of side gig music career for most of my adult life, and those experiences have been so important to me, and it was quite painful a few months ago when I started to realize like I couldn't sing my old songs anymore. I couldn't hit the notes, and that felt really weird. It gave me some pause, where I had to, I think this was the last time that my therapist said that thing around, she likes how I'm taking things at my own pace, because when my voice started to change more dramatically a couple of months ago, I think that's the last time when I had a little freak out and went to her and was like, oh my god, what am I doing? I'm losing my singing voice. And now that started to come good. So now I still don't have as good vocal quality as I did before, and I probably won't, but I'm starting to slowly understand what my new voice is a little bit more. And so I'm at least able to just like sing for my own pleasure, for my own heart now, even if it's not good enough to record at the moment, and not stable enough. And as you can probably hear, when I get tired, it just like goes off and does its own thing. That's fine. It's all good. What else? I think my bottom growth is still going. Obviously when I upped my T, then I had another little genital growth spurt, which is fun. Yeah, it's definitely has its like, one thing that's, that I didn't kind of realize was like how like intensely sensitive it was going to get, which like sounds really fun, but is also kind of like a bit confronting and annoying at times, because it's not like, sensitive is not always like sexy and fun. It's like, ouch, ouch, or itchy, or weird burny. Yeah, so that's been annoying at times, but it's not like constant. It's usually just in sort of growth spurts. What else? I don't know. You guys can send me your questions if you want. Yeah, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Really looking forward to being out of this round of lockdown. So they're talking about letting us out of lockdown in Sydney in like just a little bit over a week from now, really, which is so exciting because we've been in this for the last 4 months while I've been living on my own and working from home and stuff. So I've really been quite the hermit. And it's been really, actually, so that's something. It's been really strange, like kind of entering the more full-on parts of physical transition while totally isolated from every person I know. Like my family is not in this country. Haven't seen any of my best friends in months. My housemate was in Melbourne when we shut down and just ended up staying in Melbourne with her family. So I haven't had like anyone to just witness these changes, and that's just been it's been so weird. It's been really disorienting. Haven't gotten to see my therapist face to face. I've been doing Zoom, so like, yeah. That's been, I think, the most challenging part. Is I've had a little bit of a feeling of like, I didn't get to have this puberty, this particular kind of puberty, when I would have liked to, when I was 12 or 13 or whenever, 10. And now at 35, when I am finally having it, it's still not getting seen and kind of just like validated in fun ways, every few days. And that sucks. That's a loss. I think I have some grief around, I know I have some grief around that. So I'm sure that's something that I'm going to have to slowly unpack. In some ways, it's also kind of fun because then when we do start seeing people again in a few weeks or in a couple of months, all of a sudden it's going to be like more dramatic change to people because they won't have seen me or heard me. Yeah. Those are my thoughts. Thank you very much for listening, and I will see you soon. Bye.